Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and welcome back to The Boys. This time we're on Season 1, Episode 2, titled The Cherry. Last time we had the pilot episode of the season, not called The Pilot, called The Name of the Game, and we were introduced to this world that has been built, a world somewhat chock full of superheroes, a lot of superheroes, not everyone, but a lot of superheroes and a lot of ordinary people too. And the most popular heroes are the Seven. We met the Seven, led by Homelander himself, led by a dude with the US flag as the cape, the super strength, bullet, immunity, the laser eyes, as we saw at the end when he destroyed that plane. We met the Seven, so it was Homelander, Translucent, the Deep, Queen Maeve, A-Train, then we had Lamplighter originally, who was then replaced by, he retired, so then he was replaced by Starlight, who we saw. And then Black Noir. Those are the seven. The seven kind of main superheroes, being kind of contracted by the agency and whatnot. So we met them, and we also found out through Billy Butcher, played by the one and only Carl Urban, that the Seven are corrupt as shit. They're corrupt. They're corrupt as all hell. The entire kind of superhero capitalist kind of agency thing is just corrupt. Superheroes commit all sorts of crimes and they get away with it because of the world they live in and because of how popular they are and all the brand deals and everything else they have. And we found that out very much firsthand when A-Train killed Robin. Hughie's girlfriend Robin. He rammed right into her, turned her to mush. Left nothing but her hands. Her hands were still stuck in Hughie's hands. But other than that, nothing was left to so much as even bury. So they originally sent a guy over to his house to sign an NDA to say that everything was okay and that no further charges would come from this, and had A-Train cop out with the sorest of apologies. So that happened, and then we found out that that's how they allow them to get away with so many crimes. They just sign NDAs, they do other sorts of hush and everyone goes about their lives. So yeah, it was a fun introduction, very fun introduction to the show, and we see what Billy really is. He's not really the feds. He lied to Hughie at the beginning, said he was FBI. But in truth, I think he is like a vigilante of his own. He's a vigilante of his own making. He's a guy who sees exactly what these superheroes are really up to, and he's determined to put a stop to it. So by the end of the episode, I think we can see clearly that Hughie is the newest recruit to his team. They both captured Translucent. Translucent saw the bug that Hughie had snuck into the building, the Seven Tower, if that's what it's even called, I can't remember. And then he tracked him back to the Radio Shack he was working at, and then confronted him, and he was naked because otherwise you'd be able to see his clothes. So they confronted him there. Then Billy showed back up again, and yada yada yada. You guys know, you've seen the episode. It was awesome. It was an awesome fight. They electrocuted the crap out of him, and then they captured him. So it went down really well. But we met Starlight too, who had actually auditioned to be a member of the Seven, and she was sexually harassed the very first day of work by the Deep, which was disturbing to see. And then he manipulated her into staying quiet about it if she wanted to stay on the team, because he's number two, so his word counts for a lot more than hers does, unfortunately. But she stood her ground in the end. She unfortunately went through it, but she stood her ground and made it clear that she wasn't just gonna cop out because of fear. I think she wasn't going anyway. She earned her place to stay on the team, so she was gonna fight for it and stuff. So I really hope she can kind of. I really hope give me a second. I really hope we can see her sticking it to the Deep in some other way that actually does make him face justice for what he's done. But we saw that they had their own little club too, their own little paparazzi club that they do all sorts of stuff at, like illegal sex stuff and drugs, and A-Train boasting about killing Robin and stuff, just all sorts of stuff. So it's a very corrupt world. It's a very, very corrupt world. But hopefully we can see some justice being done. But yeah, that is it. That's pretty much all I can remember from the first episode. So yeah, episode 2, The Boys, the Cherry. Let's go.
This fuck's sight worse. He's seen our faces.
Yeah. He knows you tried to attack him. He knows you tried to kill him. So you can't let him go under any circumstances. No. That will bring more of a storm than you can handle.
This is a surprise. Good to see you.
He is actually French. I don't know why that surprises me. He literally called him Frenchie. He's actually French, though.
Means you got the 40,000 you owe me?
I don't know if he's transformed back again or not.
You dumb fucks are fucking dead. Have you any?
Oh, okay, no, he's still invisible. He's still invisible, yeah.
This is not my problem, huh?
Well, it is now. He knows what you look like.
That's a good tactic. That's a good tactic.
Well, you know, maybe he can swing by next
He's
week.
even got a translucent t-shirt. No, he's... Oh, no. Oh, poor kid. He's only got a week left and he has to meet A-Train? Really?
Like, I tell you what, you get better and I'll teach you to run as fast as me.
Yeah?
Yeah?
You'll teach me to outrun cancer?
They just said he's got a week left to live.
We haven't properly met yet. I'm Starlight.
Dude looks like an assassin. Kind of badass. Yeah, he's got the knives on the back. Yeah, he looks like an
I
assassin.
look forward to working with
Yeah.
you. He should do it himself. He doesn't need me.
It was going to be deep and translucent, but everyone on 82 is so excited to get you out there.
Yeah, it's just...
Nah,
back
not
in
with the
Des
D.
Moines, I always...
I mean, they're not wrong, but just not with anyone but the D. With anyone but the D. You know, give me some Queen Maeve and Starlight, you know?
Personally, I think it's amazing that a woman your age can have a baby, period.
That is so sweet of you to say.
Oh, no problem. Hey, you found translucent yet?
The Deep told me, and only me, that there were scorch
They
marks
don't know. He wasn't
on
acting on
Mare's
orders.
engine. Almost as if from two small, high-intensity beams, roughly the width of human eyes.
Oh,
Hey, Dad,
oh,
listen, I gotta go.
oh, that's a big one. That's a
I know
sniper.
you've been taking Robin's accent.
Whoa. Dude. The other one too? That good? That good? Oh.
I'm indestructible. It's only a matter of time before they come for me. You're fucking dead.
Oh no, the foil. The foil. It's been torn.
Bot just wants me to make my big, pretty dives in the water and flash my fucking biceps for Instagram. I mean, sure, 4 million hits a day, but still, it's fucking demeaning.
Oh, that's demeaning, I'm sure. I'm very, very sure.
You're just the fish guy. Everyone thinks you're a joke. Me, most of all. I cannot believe I fell for your crap.
You stuck up little...
You ever touch me again, I will burn your eyes out.
Hell yeah.
That was really good. Smile for the camera.
This was staged. This was all staged.
Oh, hey, Jimmy. Catch my dive in the water? Fucking cherry.
Couple of soups. Big game shout out. Translucent if you got him.
Big game and shout out.
Nothing special, just...
Oh, that's
So
cool.
listen,
That's cool.
I need to ask you some questions about A-Train.
Watching them when they think they're alone.
Because you're a pervert. You just hang around in the dressing rooms and bathrooms and shit.
Unless we kill you first.
How? Water balloon,
You really could have poisoned the water if you didn't try that already.
blood, and...
Yeah, it has to be poison, the heartbeat. Yeah. Keep your hands clean. Or don't keep your hands clean. Get down and dirty. I don't know what that was meant to represent. I don't know.
Okay, don't touch me. No, please.
Oh no. Oh god, no.
No, please.
The girl said no.
We're all friends here. Yeah, it's all good. It's fine.
Take him out. Take him out. No mercy. Take them all out.
Do me a favor and shut your eyes.
Yeah. There we go. That's it. There we go. Boom. There we go. Someone caught her on tape though. Someone caught her on camera. Is that going to expose her as Starlight? I don't know. But she did a great job. She did a great job.
I think about her all the time. She was the first person I ever killed.
What the fuck?
I carry them all with me. It's like scars in a way.
Why did you kill her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is happening? Oh no, this is happening?
You know I like
baby.
Whoa! Oh!
You ready?
She's a shapeshifter?
Feels like butter, baby.
Oh, she's a shapeshifter.
Get ready, sir.
Giddy up, gal. Come on.
Oh, she's recording it.
That feels different.
Oh, he has an idea. He has an idea regarding turtles.
What are you doing?
Because I got it.
You got it. To turtles?
Now what the fuck do you want?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, shit.
That was a great job.
Oh shit.
They were about to rape a girl.
What girl? There's no girl in that video. You get a name?
No, she ran off.
Oh,
That's-
great. She ran off. Great.
Yeah, she
Always
saved
that
her.
fucking name. Starlight. Always.
What? They said...
She hasn't come forward, and statistically, she's not likely to. So all we really have is two Delta Betas who insist they were just getting drunk in an alley until you beat them unconscious.
They're lying.
Jerry's gonna lose his shit.
This is what happens when you capitalize superheroes. You save the right people and you end up paying the price for it. Oh, it's the bartender again.
You shiver when you orgasm, sir.
Oh, it's the bartender.
That will be all, doppelganger.
Ah, okay,
Who the
doppelganger.
fuck is he? It's not fatal to be homosexual these days.
It is in Oklahoma, sir. Where your voters live.
So homophobia is going to be the thing that
Even
destroys
if I get
him?
the bill out of committee.
I'm the Homelander. And I can do whatever the fuck I want.
It's a bit of a crazy face right there.
Now.
So how do you get to the squishy size? Through the mouth, no? The stomach acid, the gag reflex. If I'll stick something down your throat, you may vomit it up.
No.
It's truly only one.
Oh, no.
Do to me.
He stuck a lump of plastique.
Oh, no.
S-bomb.
Ass bum? A bum? Oh, damn. Oh, no. Oh, Homelander's coming. Yeah, he can see. Homelander. Oh, yeah. No, he's a lip reader too. Great. He's a lip reader too. Oh, he's pissing in a cup. That glass even. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's breaking the defenses. He's breaking the defenses. Oh, no, 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 no.
No offense, you got a warrant or something?
Well, if you got nothing back there, then you got nothing to worry about, right?
He is the warrant. Homelander is the warrant. Oh, crap. Oh, jeez. Oh. Blowing up their own place. Oh, yeah. Distraction. Blowing up their own place. Yeah, so he thinks something's gone wrong there.
Attaboy.
Oh, damn, his hands are no. His hands are no longer clean. Wow, he literally blew him up. Oh, jeez. Okay. 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 Cool. 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 Wow. Wow. That's quite the episode. That's quite the episode. Okay. yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this okay. So yeah, we lost we lost Translucent. So Hughie actually went ahead and killed Translucent. I underestimated the bomb thing. It was a literal ass bomb. It was a literal butt bomb. So I underestimated the fact that it was an actual bomb that would go boom and just expand his insides and everything. So I underestimated that. But yeah, damn. Okay, so Hughie he killed a superhero. Hughie killed a superhero, but to push it 1 mile further, he killed a suit. He killed a Seven. He killed a member of the Seven. That is. I don't know how that's gonna officially register on their thing. Like, if it's gonna be, because then that would mean that the signal cuts out. Then surely the tracker they've got inside them is connected to their actual lifeline. So then if they die, then the tracker itself detects nothing, and then that sends no signal back and forth towards the 7 tower. So the signal's gonna get cut out, and then that's gonna tell them that knowing Translucent, he most likely wouldn't take the tracker out and destroy it. I think that would mean that he's dead. So yeah, I don't. So he was right. He had a point. Like, not seconds before that, he told them, if you kill me, then they'll never stop looking for you. You'll be looking over your shoulder. You'll be like a whole new target on your back and all that kind of stuff. So he killed Translucent, and I think that's a nice parallel. Like, from the beginning of the episode, like, him questioning him being so him questioning their motives, like Billy and Frenchie's is it Billy? It is Billy, right? Yeah, Billy Butcher. It is Billy, right? I'm pretty sure it's Billy. As soon as I said that, it just felt wrong. It is Billy, right? Let me check back. I'm like 80% sure it's actually Billy. I don't know why. As soon as I said that, my mind was like, Billy? No, it's not Billy. Yeah, Billy Butcher. Yeah, I don't know why. As soon as I said Billy, it's just like my mind was like, Billy? That can't be his name. That doesn't sound right for him. But no, Billy, yeah, like when Billy and Frenchie were debating and questioning how to kill Translucent, Hughie was like, kill him? I thought we were going to question him, and I think it would have been better to question him beforehand. I think he made a good point then, question what he actually knows, what else he knows, and he even, towards the end when he thought he was going to die, he even said, I know some deep, dark stuff. It goes all the way to the top. I can help you uncover loads of conspiracy stuff, so he was willing and prepared to give up information, but yeah, by the end of it, it's Hughie who actually ends up actually being his killer. It's Hughie who actually ends up killing him. But a bomb in the butt? Really? It's like, a bomb in the butt. Jeez. God. That just ties me back. It just puts a way darker spin on the line from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, your butt is the bomb, and there will be no survivors. Now, in this case, Translucent will not survive the bomb in his butt. No. Not in the slightest. Yeah, that was that. So we had a bit more expansion on Homelander and Madeline, the CEO or like the director, I believe, of Vought, the agency. And yeah, Homelander, he didn't kill the mayor, the guy in the plane. He didn't kill them on orders. He did not kill that guy on orders. He heard the conversation, and then he took that blackmailing to be a threat. He took the blackmailing, the leaking of the information about Compound V to be a threat, and so he took that threat into his own hands. He no one else knew. So it wasn't actually Madeline setting Homelander on him. It seems so obvious at the time. Like, oh, he must be on like some kind of secret, off the book kind of mission given to him by Madeline to take out like a potential threat. But no, he took it as a potential threat, and he actually took the potential threat into his own hands. He played judge, jury, and executioner. So then the Deep found the plane in the ocean, and then he reported it back to Madeline, and he reported it onto the news, and he told Madeline about the scorch marks and stuff, about the eyes, two eyes width apart and stuff. So yeah, so that's how they knew. So Homelander, I still don't know whether or not he's actually one of the only good ones, because I think if anything, he's he seems passionate. He did say he's the only one. He's the one out there doing the hero's work every day. He's the one who knows the audience, who sees the audience, who cares about the audience and the people that love him. So he did say that. So I think that comes off as him being passionate about the people who actually adore him and buy his merch and all that shit. But I think that passion kind of drives him further in more dangerous ways. So he's willing to do whatever it takes to protect him, to protect himself, to protect the company, to protect his friends. You know, the rest. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, we haven't seen much protecting going on of the rest of the seven, but then like the company, first and foremost, and Madeline too. He's willing to do whatever it takes to protect them. So that's why he killed the mayor, to stop the Compound V information from being leaked. So I think Homelander, he's unarguably the most powerful one out of all of them. He's basically their Superman. He has X-ray vision. He's got super hearing. He's got super strength, flight, laser eyes. Like literally, like the only difference is he's blonde, blue eyes. Well, I think blue eyes, and he's wearing an American flag as a cape. Like that's the only difference. He's Homelander. That's the only difference. But other than that, I think he is like he is like he has that kind of dark compassion to him. There is a darkness to his compassion and to his protection and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be really interesting to explore, to see how he actually approaches that, and to see if he actually does treat the other heroes in that same way. Because I think once he found out that the Deep told Madeline about the kind of the forensics of the plane crash. He did organize a private meeting with him and told him, this is never going to happen again, right? This isn't a conversation we need to have again, because you need to stay the fuck out of this stuff and not report every little thing you see. So I mean that seems more like protecting himself in the future. But I think as things go forward, he was nice enough to Starlight. So I think when it comes to protecting the other heroes, he is also willing to do that. But then it makes me wonder what else he's done in the past. Like, I don't know, it seems like this is near enough the first time he's done something like this, because the way she confronted him about it was not very casual. It was very, very serious. Like, the way she, the way she hesitated before bringing up these scorch marks and everything that would actually pin, everything that would tie this background onto him, like the way she mentioned that stuff, it was all very sincere and very serious. So I think that kind of tells me that this is the first time something like this has happened. So he's not really, he's not a routine criminal or a routine kind of what's the word, corrupt hero like the other superheroes are. So he's not like them in that sense, but yeah, I think he's still there is a definite darkness to him, and especially him wanting to take Translucent's missing persons case into his own hands. Him wanting to find Translucent because he's another hero, he's another friend, he's another member of the Seven. So him wondering where he was, and then he gave it 24 hours. He gave it 24 hours at least, and then even when it was over 24 hours, that's when he confronted the security woman, Annika, to give him the whereabouts of Translucent. That's when she couldn't give him anything, so that's when he took it into his own hands. So yeah, again, he's compassionate, but the compassion has a darkness to it. There's a dark side to his compassion. So I think again, going through the series, that's going to be interesting to explore. Yeah, the other ones, the Deep, he just didn't take what he did seriously at all. He justifies it even. He tries to justify it. He tries to justify it, being like, when I got here the first time around, some bad stuff happened to me too, as if that's some kind of, as if the cycle of abuse is some kind of justification for what he did, which it definitely wasn't. And Starlight made that very clear. So Starlight herself, they did a great job this episode stopping that rape attempt too. That was really well done. But then of course it was caught on camera, and she did it in her plain clothes, which I think that one is understandable. I mean, she was exposing herself, but I think that's what makes her the hero. I mean, there is an element of caution that she needs to take, but at the same time, I think that's what makes her even more the hero. Like she wasn't really thinking about herself. She was seeing another woman in danger and wanting so badly to save her. So I think that's what makes her even more of a hero. But then obviously Vought can only think of, the negative exposure this gives her, and the girl running away means that there's no official, like, she's statistically unlikely to actually come forward about this. Which I take that off the bat as a sign that they won't explore that further. I think if Starlight actually said something like, I don't know, I think it would be interesting if, Starlight actually tried to pursue this as a case. Like, because I think this, like, because the main issue with that is that like, she pointed out that, it's like, because the girl is not going to come forward about it, there's no proof that, like, a rape actually happened. So then the two guys can easily just defend themselves, saying, oh, they were just happily getting drunk when a superhero in plainclothes came along and beat the crap out of them. So then Starlight's got more legal stuff to deal with on her own end than those two dickwads ever do, or ever will. So that sucks. But yeah, this is then what happens when you capitalize superheroes. You worry more about the image of the superhero than than you actually care about the work they're gonna do. Like, that water crime thing with the Deep. As soon as they were done, finishing off those bad guys, the cameras came up and rolling, and they had to do witty one-liners to the cameras. Like, it's nothing but that BS to them. It's nothing but one-liners and money to them. Like, they could literally end a war, and it would just be like, oh, make sure you do some kind of quippy pose and a one-liner to the camera at the end, just so that people make them focus on that. But this is what happens. This is what capitalism does. This is what capitalism does, especially when you capitalize superheroes. It turns into glory and gore pretty much everywhere. So yeah, but I think it would be cool to see if Starlight would actually try and pursue that case. If she herself would try and track down the girl and talk to her, see if she would come through, maybe offer her own protection. She can clearly handle herself, and she clearly did a good job at actually, helping the girl escape. So I think if she actually pursued that case, then she could actually offer the girl her protection and assure her that, she would help her if anyone else tried to attack her or whatever happens. But I think that would be an interesting thing to actually go through with, and especially I think exploring this kind of a world where superhero capitalism is this corrupt and can help criminals actually get away with much more, because again, those two dudes can use this entire case in their defense, and then they can go on to to abuse some other poor girl. So I don't know. As soon as I saw that happening, I was just like, nope, Starlight has to stop this. She has to stop this, and then she did. And then I registered them catching it on camera. I registered the camera HUD popping up. And then I figured in the back of my head, oh yeah, she's in plain clothes. That's really probably not gonna end well. She's exposing herself. Because her powers and Starlight's powers are the same, because she is Starlight. So yeah, and then people recognize that, like, oh, I went to school with her, she was bulimic, and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go down, but I think that would make for an interesting story, especially if she wants to make waves that way, like show people that it's not just about capitalism to her, it's about her actually being a superhero, being able to protect people and help them and allow them to gain justice too. I think that would be a really good kind of developmental arc for her. Like, she started off, being harassed by the Deep at the top of the tower, and then now she goes on to actually be able to make sure other people, don't fall under that fall under that same kind of thing. And yeah, I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool to see her actually, I think it would be cool to see her using her superhero identity, but not her superhero. I mean, yeah, like using more of her superhero identity to take on this case, and enough of her resources that she can do a good job, but not so much that it ends up contradicting her original point that superhero capitalism is bad and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know how that would go down. But I think it would be an interesting thing to see her try if she actually would track down the girl and talk to her. It would be an interesting thing to see her try. But I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. We met Frenchie. He is a munitions expert, a gun runner. He said, and he's a gun runner with a little bit of expertise in most, if not all, fields. He's a bit of a chemist here. He's a bit of a munitions guy there. He's a bit of this and that and everything else. So yeah, but he started off killing people. He started like before he killed Soups, he actually killed regular human people. Like, that story of him in the elevator still confuses me. Like, he started off, describing how refined she looked, and then there was dirt under her fingernails, and then questioning that, and then literally ended with him saying, that was the first person he ever killed. I was like, how do you go from that to that quickly? How do you go from 0 to 100 that quickly? Like, you go from admiring her, then to noticing this one little off detail about her, and then you're like, oh yeah, she was the first person I ever killed. Like, okay, I would kind of, I don't know if I missed the backstory, if there was something between the lines I should have caught out, or if he actually did mention what he, like, if he tried to kill her or something, or if, I don't know. Because I think he said it was in an elevator. I remember him mentioning an elevator. I don't know if he killed her in the elevator, or if I think the dirt under the fingernails. I don't know. Well, I mean, he never like said she gave a response, so he could have been describing her after she was dead. Oh, the dirt under the okay. If she was the first person he killed, she could have fought back. That could have been the dirt, could it? Because then it would make because then it would make sense. Then he wouldn't have been questioning it, like, oh, how can such a refined woman have this kind of one-off thing about her? Like, he wouldn't have been questioning it. But then he mentioned straight after that, he mentioned she was the first person he ever killed. I'm gonna go back and watch that scene again, because that's confusing to me. That's confusing. Yeah, he doesn't mention anything after that. Even Billy's in the hallway, just hearing this and then slowing down in the hallway, and even he recognizes. I don't know if he's heard the truth behind the story before, or if he was there, or what happened. But I think he clearly had some kind of like mental connection to that story. But he killed people. He killed people. Frenchie killed people, and then he went on to killing Soups. Which makes me wonder when Soups came out. Like, were Soups always around? Like, is it a thing like My Hero? Is it a thing like My Hero Academia when, like, one Soup showed up and then suddenly they all started showing up or something? I don't know, because the 7 are the most popular ones, I believe. The 7 are the main ones, the most popular ones, the ones that Vought has taken on as the kind of faces of their agency. But there are, I think, over like 400 or something other superheroes that they have. There were some other names mentioned, like Big Game and Shout Out, when Billy went to talk to his ex-lover and his ex-CIA partner, his boss. He mentioned other files, other superhero files alongside Translucence. He mentioned Big Game and Shout Out that they had, the files he needed to look into. So I think he was going there to look into what weaknesses that Translucent might have to clock into. But yeah, other ones in Popclaw, the girl with the stuff growing out of her that A-Train's really into, so she might have known where A-Train was. And then the Rhonda, the shapeshifter. I mean, Rhonda, I don't think she's a superhero. I don't know if it's 400 other superheroes or 400 other people with abilities, because I'm guessing that then means that the 7 are the main superheroes, and they have other superheroes on record, on file, and then they have other people, and among those other superheroes, they have other people with abilities, but they're not necessarily superheroes. So like Rhonda, she's a shapeshifter. She shapeshifted into the guy while she was nailing the dude, and even in the in Madeline's office, she did the same thing. So I think people with powers like hers, they still work for Vought, for Vought, but they're not actual superheroes. They just have abilities that they use in their day-to-day job and stuff like that. So yeah, that would make sense. But yeah, so that was Frenchie, and that was Big Game and Shout Out, and stuff like that. Yeah, and the senator that Madeline's blackmailing with the shapeshifter sex pictures, he claimed people don't want Soups in the army because they still have weapons, and America's still making weapons, and it's the one thing that they do still make. But yeah, so I mean, I think in the last episode there was mentions of heroes being contracted out to other cities to be superheroes there. There were, like, in other states, in other cities, and other places like that, Vought was contracting, like, outsourcing superheroes to be there. So in this case, I think this is going one step further and actually, militarizing certain superheroes and stuff like that. So the senator said, people don't want that kind of thing. The military doesn't want that kind of thing because they still make weapons. And I think with this one, I think weapons are probably the one thing they can still afford. So if they went superheroes, they'd get quality, but it's something that they wouldn't be able to afford. And also because they're hurt, like he emphasized the fact that, you know, the superheroes are Madeline superheroes. They're Vaught's superheroes. So with Madeline, she'd be the one giving the final orders. She'd be the one in charge of contracting those superheroes out and deciding where they go, when they go, how long they go out for, and maybe even for the most part, maybe even what they actually do. So like how much work they actually do, what they actually do, and if they take over the entire operation, then that would put people out of business. That would put soldiers out of business. Like if they make weapons, they can still supply the soldiers with the weapons, and the soldiers can do their jobs. But then if they send superheroes over there, like someone like Homelander, who's a literal killing machine, he can just wipe out an entire army in like the space of like 5 seconds. So that would put a lot of soldiers out of business, and it would make the it would make their job easier. But at the same time, they'd be like a lot of people would be out of jobs and stuff like that. So I don't know how that would work. But yes, I think that's I think that it's one of the main reasons why the senator himself was actually so against supers being in the army. I can't talk anymore. But yeah, I think they somewhat mentioned that in the last one, like be having like heightened the mayor trying to haggle with the price of having a superhero in his town, and also having the contract on his terms, or else he actually leaked the info about Compound V. So yes, I'm wondering what Compound V is. I'm still wondering what that is. I think it could be. Compound. I think I'm starting to think it could be like a chemical compound, like a chemical serum or something. A serum or something that they're working on. But then a compound could also be a place that they're working on. So I think my initial guess was that it's actually a place. Maybe some place that they're doing experiments, maybe like super dark, off the records, black book type shit. Where they're experimenting on people, trying to make more superheroes or something, or maybe coming up with new kind of ways for supers to commit corrupt crimes and whatnot. But I don't know. Whatever it is, Homelander knows about it. He knows about it. He wanted to know how the mayor knew about Compound V. He knows about Compound V, but he wanted to know how the mayor knew about it. It's a very sensitive thing for them. It's a very, very sensitive kind of topic for Madeline to deal with. So yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, I want to see more of Queen Maeve. I think we haven't officially met any of the other heroes yet. We haven't met Black Noir. He just never talks. Black Noir just never talks. He looks like an assassin. He's got like a whole assassin look going on, all black, and he's got knives on the back, on his back muscles and stuff. We have him. Then we have so we've met Translucent. We very, very briefly met Queen Maeve, but I really want to see more of her. In action too. I want to see more of her in action. Like that first opening scene, like her just landing in front of the truck and the truck just going through her like that. Like she didn't even move an inch. She just stopped the truck dead in its tracks and she tore through that truck. I want to see more action like that, and also more of like a team up between her and Starlight too. I think as much as I hated it, as much as I hated that scene of of Starlight's and the Deep's team up, I think I did appreciate that she actually stuck it back to him and actually confronted him about the shit that he pulled. And I look forward to more scenes like that of her standing her ground and stuff. But I would like to see more team ups between Queen Maeve and Starlight too. So we very briefly met her, but I'd like to see more of like what her history is like with the team and how what stuff she's been through. Because again, that line from her, like she handed Starlight a tissue to wipe away her tears, and she was like, never let them see you like this. So I think she's been through some crap of her own with the team. God knows who, but she's been through some crap of her own, so she knows what it's like to actually go through that, but also how it can look on the outside. So that's horrible. That's horrible. But I want to see. I want to see more of what her history is like with the team. And if she can actually share some of that history with Starlight to actually share some lessons or share some empathy, like a woman to woman kind of talk, then I'd love to see more of that. But I'd love to see more of her. Black Noir, yeah, we haven't really met him yet. It would be cool to meet him, see him in action. I think he is probably just like a super assassin. And then who else? I think We met Homelander, we met the Deep, met Translucent, Queen Maeve, Starlight, the Deep, and A-Train. We met A-Train too. We very, 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 very easily met A-Train. So yeah, there's still a couple more heroes to meet, and also other kind of not like non-7 other like side heroes we can meet too on the way to taking down the 7. So plenty to do. And the way this episode ended with Hughie killing Translucent, that's gonna make for a fun story. The aftermath of that is gonna make for a very fun story, which I look forward to seeing how it's explored. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got from this one. Let me know what you guys thought of this this episode, and what you think and what you think of what went down. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got from this one. So that was The Boys Season 1 Episode 2, titled The Cherry. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment on what you thought of this episode and what you think might be coming up next time on The Boys. The uncut reaction is going to be up on Patreon, so you can go check that out there. And yeah, that's it. So, I will see you guys next time.